everyone, welcome back. My people, there is fire on the mountain. Nigeria politicians, they are in big trouble. Hey, Senator Cruz na talk and do. This one no be cho. E dey play, e dey show. My people, finally, there is serious bill they want to pass in USA concerning Nigeria. Then what is inside this bill? So, official title of this bill is Nigeria Religious Freedom Accountability Act 2025. The proposal gives the US president the power, in fact, the obligation to sanction Nigeria officials found guilty of violating religious freedom. That means that travel bans, asset freezes, and public naming of officials, including governors, judges, and security personnel, accused of enforcing or tolerating so-called blaspheming law or religiously motivated violence. The bill also pushes for Nigeria to be officially labeled a country of particular concern for religious freedom, putting it in the same category as countries like Iran, China, and North Korea. Senator Cruz says that he introduced this bill to hold Nigeria officials accountable for what he called a wave of persecution against Christians. Cruz argues that the Nigeria government has failed to protect religious minorities and sometimes even enable violence through silence or complicity. So, according to some people, they say that if this bill is passed, this bill could reshape US-Nigeria relationship, that it could impact aid, diplomacy, and even how global investors view Nigeria. Hey, my people, we have been shouting about this insecurity, but Nigeria government, they keep adamant. They even using it to do politics. They don't care about the life of Nigerians, like they are using it to do politics. Now, look at where we are. Like some Nigerians are saying, like, let them do fast to pass this bill because, hey, these politicians, they don't do overdo, honestly. And also this particular news today that the Federal High Court in Abuja asked to issue an order of perpetual injunction restraining former President Goodluck Jonathan from presenting himself to any political party in the country for purpose of contesting the 2027 presidential election. This Tinubu government is something else. So they are not just afraid of Peter Obi, they're also afraid of Goodluck Jonathan. So anybody that wants to contest against Tinubu, like they don't want it. So their plan was that let Nigeria become one party state. But right now, my people, they are panicking. Let me allow you guys to listen to Barrister Darlington and hear what he has to say concerning all this matter. Honestly, interesting days ahead. Just as I said before, that 2027 election is going to be the most interesting election season in Nigeria. Take a listen and hear everything that he said here. Please do wait to subscribe if you haven't. Share the video, give it a like, and also leave your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you so much for doing so.
So, Paris, I need your legal perspective. Let me start off with Jonathan. There was a very recent call at this point in time that they wrote and said that, in fact, this is what they said. A federal high court in Abuja today was asked to issue an order of perpetual injunction to restrain former President Goodluck Jonathan from presenting himself to any political party in the country for the purpose of contesting 2027 general elections. The court was equally urged to bar INEC from accepting from any political party Jonathan's name or publishing same as a duly nominated candidate for the presidential contest. So while the president was cited as the first defendant in the matter, both INEC and the Attorney General of the Federation were listed as second and third defendants respectively. So they brought it before the court by a lawyer whose name is Mr. John Mary Chukwakasijidobi. He posed a lone question for the court to determine whether, in view of the combined provisions of the entirety of sections 1 subsection 1, 2 and 3 and 137 subsection 3 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, and their conflated interpretation, the first defendant is eligible under any circumstance whatsoever to contest for the office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So, Barrister, I don't understand. I understand if there is anybody saying contesting that Jonathan is not meant to come again as a president, but you having to bar him, you asking INEC to make sure that his name does not come across the list of contestants for 2027 as a presidential candidate. What does that even mean?
Yeah, Esther, I think the person that went to court, he is right under the law to challenge that action by Jonathan and any political party he wants to contest with.
Why is he right?
Because the constitution is very clear that if you have been sworn in twice, section 137, that you are not eligible.
But Jonathan was cleared in 2023 to run.
The matter went to court. I think because of what happened, that matter did not go through. I don't know how it ended. Some people challenge it. Maybe because it was not tidied up then. That was why Jonathan now want to throw his heart into the ring. But I want to suggest, like I've always done, please, if we have a constitution, let us obey it. It will help us. Don't do this trial and error. Do you know the problem it will create if eventually Jonathan should contest and win?
Okay.
And then this particular section of the constitution now come into play. What do you think will happen? No, tell me. What do you think will happen? It will create a very big problem. And so to avoid it, we have better hands other than Jonathan that can contest this election and still win. Why not give them a chance? You see, Nigerian politics is all about winning election. It's not even about governing. It's not even about governance. It's not about the people. You know, it's not about doing the right thing. It's just who will win the election. Remember that this type of thing happened in 2015.
Yeah.
When people like the president said that Buhari is the only person that can defeat Jonathan. Wole Soyinka said he's now a born-again Democrat. Obasanjo said he's the one who can do the job. With this kind of mindset, they now rally the people around and Buhari entered. What happened at the end of the day? You can see, man proposed, God disposes. Most times we create problem for ourselves in Nigeria. Seriously. We create problem because the people that claim that they know, in recent they don't know. And that is the problem. It is only the tiny minority that will be reasoning the other side, but nobody will listen to him because they are the minority. And democracy is all about what? Majority of the people.
Yeah.
And most times, this majority, they don't even know what to do. They don't even know what is at stake.
So you're saying that this person is right?
I mean, I just told you, yes. Let us challenge it and see whether he's eligible in the first place. If the court will clear him, then it means that the man is free to go. But I doubt it. Somebody will appeal it and even go as far as the Supreme Court. Because I doubt it because except they want to expunge that particular section of the Constitution. If that section of the Constitution is there, let somebody come and tell me that he contested after it was amended. If you want to go by that argument, the fact remains that before and after, Jonathan have contested the election and won, and he have been sworn in twice. No, he have been sworn in twice. That's what the Constitution. He didn't say whether he contested though, because that's the word that is at play here. Contested and sworn in. These are the two words that will be subject to interpretation before the court. The first time did he contest election before he was sworn in? The court will determine that. And remember that it is a joint ticket. I wish somebody will understand this thing. Remember what happened with Bayelsa when the deputy governor's governorship whatever has a forged certificate or a bad certificate, and they said because of that the governor is not even eligible. Is that not true? For that reason, the infraction of the deputy affected the governor, and the two of them was asked to go. Is that not what happened? So in this case now, if you are now saying that Jonathan did not contest the election, he completed that of Yaradua. It was a joint ticket. Can't you get it? It was equally sworn in. It was equally sworn in. So I don't know which arguments some people want to go and make in court that will exonerate Jonathan from, going into this contest, and there will not be litigation. I doubt it.
Do you think that those who are proposing and have been pushing and speaking with former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan to join the PDP, they haven't consulted the legal aspect of it? If he can actually go ahead the remaining 4 terms of the South, that way constitutionally he will not return. They don't trust any other Southerner telling us that they would do 4 terms and not go again. They rather possibly Jonathan be the one there. So the legal perspective to it, do you think that had not been looked into before that was considered?
Yes, as long as the court have not made a categorical statement on this particular issue, anybody can interpret it the way they want. Anybody can tell Jonathan what he wants to hear. But the onus is on the court to do justice to this matter so that it can be res judicata. But if they continue to drag Jonathan right, left, and center, when the chiefs are done, he will be the one to suffer it. Like I've said, I don't see how anybody can exonerate the fact that Jonathan has been sworn in twice. I don't see how. He was sworn in with a Yaradua. Yes, he was sworn in with Yaradua. That means he has taken an oath of office. So, why will anybody now want to separate it? How? Is it not a fact that Jonathan ran twice with Yaradua and the one he ran with Sambo, Nnamdi Sambo, somebody like that?
Nnamdi.
Nnamdi. So, is there any doubt about that? Well, like Nigerian thing, they want to go and create a problem.
When you say he was sworn twice, Yaradua passed on. Who was meant to take over after Yaradua? That's
what I'm telling you now. That's what, because in the first place, it was a joint ticket. So somebody telling me now that it is not him. It was not him that was sworn in. There couldn't have been a Yaradua without a Jonathan. And I gave you examples. It's a joint ticket. There is no way you can separate it. So why does anybody want to tell me now that it was the Jonathan finished time that he completed? It's a joint ticket. It's just that Jonathan is the one at the head and he was deputizing. So the court will look at it. There are other issues, but those issues are not relevant here. If they are bringing Jonathan out of selfish interest, then it is not proper. Because that's what is going on here. They want somebody who will do only 1 term and leave the stage. Is that not selfish? This other person who is even more qualified and more vibrant. Why are they not talking about him? It's a matter of signing an agreement, if at all.
Now, Barrister, let's move on to Nnamdi Kanu's case, because I want us to talk about the whole situation with Pengaston. I don't understand why Nigerians are suffering for the fight of 2 elephants. 2 elephants are fighting. We that don't have power, we don't have oil well, we don't have anything. We're managing ourselves now. We they suffer. I don't understand. It's on the woman we're spending me. So let's look at what's his name, Nnamdi Kanu's case. The Nigerian Medical Association, they've conducted the court-ordered health examinations on the detained leader. The Secretary General of the NMA, Dr. Ben Egbo, confirmed the development in an interview on Sunday. Now, you know, the Federal High Court had ordered that the NMA, within 8 days, constitute a panel of medical experts to assess the health condition of Kanu. James Omotosho was one that ordered that. Now, the NMA Secretary General said the evaluation had been done as ordered by the court, adding that the report had been submitted to the Attorney General of the Federation. So they said they had 7 doctors with 1 person. For example, they had different fields of specialty in ophthalmology, neurology, neurology, gastroenterology, and other various areas of specialty. They went there, examined Kanu, and the committee wrote their report to us, and it was sent to the Attorney General of the Federation. The judge's ruling is following the application by Kanu to be moved from the custody of the Department of State Services to the National Hospital over what he described as his failing health.
Now, Esther, why was this particular court order obeyed by DSS? Is it not on record that the DSS has severally rejected to honor court order concerning Nnamdi Kanu? Is it not on record? So this particular one now, why are they carrying it out? And even brought all the 7 doctors from the 6 geopolitical zones to come, and all of them are, look, my dear, I don't like when people are playing pranks. Unnecessary pranks, for that matter. This thing they are doing is unnecessary, both the DSS and the federal government. Yes, very, very unnecessary. And I want to tell you why. You see this thing they are doing now, let it not be that actually something has gone wrong with Nnamdi Kanu's health, and they'll be held accountable. Is it not on record that the court have said, leave this man, let him go? We don't even have any law to try him. Is it not on record? the erudite Chief Mike Ozokeme went to court under the appeal court to quash the 15-count charge against Nnamdi Kanu. To quash it. So, even the Supreme Court told Nnamdi Kanu to sue the federal government for what they did to him.
He asked them to redo the case. I'm surprised that after the Supreme Court referred it to a lower court.
Good.
Is that not the first time in the Supreme Court's history? Has it ever happened before?
In fact, I am coming to tell the whole world and Nigeria what is going on here.
All
these things that we are doing, what was the meaning? What are they aiming at? Meanwhile, this man ought to be freed. But because they want him perpetually kept in custody.
No, but Barrister, let me ask you a question. If a matter has gotten to the Supreme Court, is it possible that they defer it to a lower court?
In fact, like you said, this is a locus classicus. Because the Supreme Court have the right, the power, is an administrative court to say, look, let this guy go. Are you getting what I'm saying? If something was not teleguiding somebody, why would the same Supreme Court refer it to a lower court so that they will start afresh again?
I have never heard of that.
Good. That will tell you that something is going on. And I don't want people to deceive me or play pranks on me. There is no need for what the Supreme Court did.
What about the court rulings on compensation? For example, the extraordinary rendition, the damages to his property at home and that of his family members. None has been respected.
None of them. Even the court in Kenya has ruled in favor of Nnamdi Kanu for what they did to him in Kenya. Yet the Nigerian government is still dragging this young man up and down, expecting him to die in custody. They come and say, that's how God wants it. And you think his people will keep quiet, Abi? Esther, let me remind you. You know when people hear Rwanda, the major reason why Rwanda happened was because even while the crisis was going on, the plane for which a Hutu president was riding I don't know that name, Hamabari or something. His plane was shot down by this Tutsi rebel, and all hell was let loose in Rwanda. One person, one man, because of his death, Rwanda happened. Is that not true? The First World War happened because a woman was killed. They claim she's not from a royal whatever, and they murdered her. And these people say, no, it cannot happen. The history is there, but nobody will learn from it. The case of Nnamdi Kanu have even moved from political issue to regional issue. Because the Igbo see it now as an insult. Because if you look at it, whatever Nnamdi Kanu was accused of, some people have done it 10 times over in the north. They have done it 10 times over in the north. They have committed more harm in the north than Nnamdi Kanu was accused or alleged to have done. Yet they are walking about free. The federal government with his aid are even going to communicate and dine with and wine with them. Like people like told you, Bello. It's on record. It's on record. The guy is holding court, collecting taxes from villagers where he's holding court. It's on record. Nobody have arrested him. Nobody have done anything. But you took Nnamdi Kanu into custody for saying that he wants his people to be freed. And when they ask you now, he says he's a terrorist. Which terrorist? Esther, can you mention one country in the whole world that have labeled IPOB a terrorist organization? I said one country. One country. You can see now. It's only the federal government of Nigeria. And you are telling me that people should not read meaning into what is going on here. This thing that they gathered all the doctors in the whole world is to what? To fulfill all righteousness. So that if anything happens, say, after all, we brought God doctors that looked at him. And all the doctors, specialists in their own right. Specialists in their own right to examine Nnamdi Kanu. So, which one is better? Is it not to free this man long ago and to bring doctors? Spend time and energy, spend time and money. By the way, if Nnamdi Kanu was properly treated in their custody, will he develop all these health challenges? Will he? Do you know that the greatest killer of a man is loneliness, solitude? Are you aware?
But that's the essence of the punishment. That's the essence of the punishment, sir. Of staying in a confinement.
Can you imagine?
Psychologically, mentally defeats you.
A young man, a vibrant young man that's supposed to be up and doing,
but
working,
that's the essence
adding
of the
value to his
punishment,
life.
Barrister. Even when they send people to prison, that's the essence of the punishment.
No, in this case, no, people inside prison, they have recreational time and all that too. Nnamdi Kanu doesn't enjoy it. Solitary confinement. Solitary confinement. Esther, is that not wickedness of the highest order? Why won't he break down? Why won't he? You can see. So all this is that is like trying to solve a problem you created. You know you will not solve it now. You know, because you are the one that created the problem. You deliberately created it. So if they have allowed Nnamdi Kanu to go on bail even, what will happen? These other terrorists that are disturbing Nigeria for 15 years now, who have taken them into custody like this? Who have embarrassed them like this, Esther? You see, when we are talking of marginalization and sectional whatever, or tribalism, look at it staring at you in the face. Look at it. In your face, look at it. People that will live where they are in the Sahel, enter Nigeria, come to your village, kill everybody, take over the village, rename it. Did IPOB do that? Please, did IPOB go this far in infamy? I am saying this so that Nigerians will judge on this matter whether what the federal government is doing is right or not. This is deliberate punishment, unwarranted punishment. And now they say they call for doctor. So at what point did the DSS start obeying court order concerning Nnamdi Kanu? They have obeyed this one, Abi. Go back and check. At a point they said his lawyers should not even come to meet him. His lawyers should not even visit him and all that. His people should not visit him. You can imagine. So whatever they are doing, I am not amused. I'm not joking. I am not amused at all. I'm not interested. They are just wasting their time. Because all whatever they are doing within them is unnecessary. It's avoidable. It's avoidable. Don't tell me that thing that Nnamdi Kanu did that these terrorists have not done 10 times over. Mention it. That this one that Nnamdi Kanu did, it is unheard of in the history of this world. That this one he did, in fact, it's a crime against humanity. He said something, Abi. He said something. Esther, doing something and saying it, which one is more grievous? A man who will argue with you face to face, verbal attack. I will beat you. I will do this. I will do this. And the man who actually took a gun, a cutlass, and cut you into pieces. Who have committed the most serious crime here?
The one who actually...
Was it not said that it is better to judge than to war? What did Nnamdi Kanu do? What did he say? That you have not heard before. We knew when Radio Kudirat was operating in London. John Fayemi was the promoter. All the things they said about the federal government, did anybody... It's unfortunate, seriously. It's unfortunate. So, all those things they are doing, I'm not interested in that shenanigan. They want to bring specialists from all the regions so that they will do what?
They have already done that.
They have done that, and so... What happened at the end of the day?
Okay, so fine. Based on the report that had been submitted to Justice Attorney General of the Federation, I think from there, Justice James Omotosho would have to deliver that. Then what next? Will he be free? Alex Otti, Governor Alex Otti of Abia State, has told the followers, supporters, and some of the Southeasterners who has been advocating for his release that they should not worry. They've been lobbying, they've been speaking on behalf of him. But there are a lot of Nigerians who think that there are some persons who do not want him released. Now, if some political elites are now being vocal about it, I think there was a very recent interview that was done by Professor Chukwuma Soludo, the governor of Anambra State, who is contesting for November 2025. He also said the same thing, corroborating with what Governor Alex Otti said concerning the state of Nnamdi Kanu. So there are talks that freedom is very close, is very nigh. Maybe Nnamdi Kanu has shown some form of submission, humility, apologized for some of the remarks that he has made or said. So the current trial now, what is it to prove? Is it to prove and authenticate the extraordinary rendition that he was brought from Kenya, or was it for him to prove some of the allegations against the Nigerian government?
Look, when they write, is it not based on their... Go and ask that malam now. Who said things there? Aquarano. So now, when they write their report, they will tell you. Esther, today's Monday. I hope you know. Now, when they check all this in a radio report, the one for heart may not check or know what the one for kidney have written, because that is not his expertise. Okay. Are you getting what I'm saying? The one for liver may not know the one for his abdomen and all that have done. Is that not true? Sure. So how do we now know that if there is any part that is bad, the federal government and DSS will be willing and ready to tell Nnamdi Kanu or the whole world that this particular area we discover something that is not wrong there? Will they come out to say it? Esther, Are you getting where I'm going now? We then come out and tell Nnamdi Kanu that this part, in fact, one of your kidneys are packed up. We then tell him because of the backlash. So I am not sure that all the things they are going to find out will be revealed. That is my own thinking. I am not sure.
Okay, so what if, based on whatever report they gave, they say the facility, because they are meant to, what do you call it? Investigate the DSS facility. They're meant to check it out, inspect it rather. They're meant to inspect the DSS health facility to wonder why Nnamdi Kanu is saying that what they have there is not enough to take care of him. And after they do the inspection of the health facility, they're able to bring the top doctors to look at.
They have done that. They have done all that.
No, what I mean is the report is to be submitted to the court to know if Nnamdi Kanu will be taken to a national hospital. The thing is, Nnamdi Kanu is saying that the doctor, he doesn't want the DSS one. He doesn't trust them, and that the facility is not well equipped enough to take care of him.
He had been to that national hospital, but I hope you know when they guided him to go to that hospital for treatment, and after that they brought him back. You remember?
Okay, so if that is the case, then what is the problem?
The problem now is that maybe it has taken long since they don't want to take him there again, and then the visits have not been coming as it should be. You know, even changing of clothes. And he complained about this before the court, but the DSS ignored it. They ignored it. So this one now that they are doing a fire brigade, I don't understand. Let it not be that what this man is saying about his head is what has happened though, because that will not be too good. Let me tell you what happened. Do you remember the man that bombed the Pan Am airline in 1980 something or so?
Yeah, I'm not supposed to remember that one.
That Libyan bomb expert or terrorist. He bombed an airline carrying Pan Am airline, carrying mostly UK, US people.
In 1980 something?
Yes. What happened? They now, they demanded that the man be given to them. And they put him in prison. I think somewhere in the US or so. So many years after, after they have finished his health, they now decided to repatriate him back to Libya after Libya had paid compensation for what their man did. Immediately the man came back to Libya. Under 1 month he died because his health had failed.
Completely deteriorated.
You can see. And in this secret service, whenever an agent is uncovered, because of the punishment, and in order not to reveal the secrets of the government that sent him, he's given a small piece of tablet.
Cyanide.
Yes, cyanide or vial. I don't know what
cyanide. It's whitish, very small.
He will take it and die instead of being allowed to be taken in. Because when they take him, they are going to subject his brain to rigorous tests to bring out all the information.
It's basically to avoid any form of torture.
Good. And then bringing out all the information, because that information is more vital to the government. Yes.
Okay, so how does that really his case?
No, I am telling you what they do.
Okay.
When they have finished with you, they will now say, okay, you can go. You understand? You think you have been let go.
I heard that his food, I think they bring his food for him. I don't think he's being fed by the DSS because he doesn't trust them. He has always told his lawyers and counsel that he doesn't trust whatever meal they bring to him. So I think that they still bring. But my question is the financial implication of all of this.
Your room can be compromised where you are staying, and you may not even know. You'll be breathing in
something else.
Your room where you are staying. Like this AC is blowing here now. You can come through AC. I mean, this thing can be done. We know all these things. So ask yourself, why haven't they allowed him to go, Esther? Is that not a vital question to ask? Nigerians should be asking, why are you keeping Nnamdi Kanu inside the detention after the court have ruled? Why is he still in detention? Meanwhile, you are rehabilitating the real terrorists in Nigeria. Nigerians that have conscience, can you ask the federal government why the double standard? The real terrorists that are destroying Nigeria, destroying human lives and property, you are pampering them. You are dining and whining with them. Meanwhile, Nnamdi Kanu that is saying, no, we cannot be a slave in our own land. That is the person you put inside detention. Even when the court have ruled, you are still keeping him. The court in Kenya have ruled in his favor. You are still keeping him. Esther, is that not injustice? You can see when people create problem, they start looking for who caused the problem. I have told you severally that it is the society that prepared the crime. The criminal just commit it. This thing they are doing now, are you not aware that it can snowball into something else? Already, with this detention, you can see what has happened in the Southeast. Not to talk of when they say that the man is now dead. Esther, just imagine when it is now said that Nnamdi Kanu is no longer there. What do you think will happen? No, what do you think? Because those who know how to talk, the Igbos have started again. They want to cause Biafra. They want to destroy Nigeria. The people that are destroying Nigeria, nobody is calling their name. Nobody, you know? Nobody, Esther, nobody. Very, very annoying behavior. You come into somebody's land, ancestral home, kill all the people there, take over the village, take over their farm, take over their houses, rename it, and you are sitting there authoritatively. Did I pop go this far? Please, somebody should tell me. Yeah, the federal government is looking the other side. Why this infamy is going on? We left the leprosy that is worrying us and we are treating ordinary rashes. Did the IPOB occupy any part of the Southeast and say this area nobody should pass? Before you can pass, you pay money for go to farm. Did you see such a thing in the Southeast? Did you hear such a thing? Rather, when they brought in foreign terrorists into the Southeast, they will claim it is IPOB. People that we don't know where they came from have invaded the truckload and they are causing mayhem. They go to neighboring states like Asari Dokubo and his people, those who can speak Igbo. When they commit mayhem, they say, I am IPOB, Kiniko, you know, like these people that call here say I'm an Igbo. Just to prove a point. These are things that are happening. Because I have told you here that killing is not our culture. It's an abomination in Igbo land for you to murder somebody. You can see, Igbo Ochu is not allowed in Igbo land. You are banished. If you are discovered, you are banished. That is our culture. That is who we are. We don't kill. Yeah, look at how they want to introduce it to us. Gradually, it's coming. Tomorrow night, they say, after you people, you do this, you kill yourself, you destroy yourself. Meanwhile, it is not our culture. I've said it several times and nobody has come to debunk it. Nobody have debunked it that, no, it's a lie, yo.
All right, Barrister, fire has raised a section of the River State Government Secretariat situated in Port Harcourt. The cause of the fire has not been ascertained. The fire affected the section which houses the River State Pension Board. You remember that there was a closed-door meeting with Nyesom Weekend Fubara, the governor of River State, along with a couple of loyalists to former Governor Wike and now the FCT minister. Unfortunately, loyalists to Fubara were not there. The idea is to form a reconciliation meeting to, for everyone to virtually see that Wike and his allies, and even that of Fubara, are in good terms. But the allies of Fubara were not there. But Wike's loyalists, all of them, were there. There are talks that this has officially become an extension of Wike's leadership in River State. A lot of persons now do not trust the mechanism or the leadership mechanism in River State now with what is currently going on and Fubara's docility with the situation on ground. Do you think this fire was premeditated at the Secretariat?
Whatever is the fire issue, I'm not interested. Esther,
Okay, sir.
I want to confirm to you today that there is nobody in River State. I'm not joking.
Where is that?
I am very, very annoyed with the so-called leaders and elders in River State. They are not in existence. If they are, Wike cannot do what he's doing. I'm not joking. They have allowed this man to act like a god to them. Because what peace are you talking about? Who's peace? For what purpose? I have asked you several times, sir, does Wike own River State? The land of River State, is it the land of Wike and his family? The government house, was you built on Wike's land? No, is it the one that created the River State? Look at what Dakaboro, DTSP, all of them, Obiwali. Prominent Rivers people that built River State, they have come and gone quietly. All of a sudden, Wike came up and started to behave like a god in River State. Talking of structure. Esther, did the Wike bring structure into this world? What structure are you talking about? And I've been telling people to be very careful what they support. The only structure I know in politics is the human being. It is the people that vote during the election. They determine who become governor, who become president and whatever. That is the structure. So, Is Wike the father of everybody in Rivers State as to say, yeah, these are my family members. I have right to control them. I have right to tell them what to do and all that. They are my children. Is there anything like that? So what structure is Wike talking about? Structure of what? Structure of evil and infamy. Is that what you are telling me? The money that Wike is using to brag, is it his own money? Is it not the people of Rivers State that own that money? So what is this thing that Wike is bragging about? If not that the federal government is backing Wike, will he behave like this? Look, monkey clever, monkey clever. It is only when the trees are together. Oh. All this bragging by Wike is because somebody is backing him. If not, he can't try it. Everybody knows he can't try it. So what is he talking about? I thank God for those people that did not come for that peace meeting because I didn't see the need. I told you severally, Wike is lucky. I'm not joking. If I am the one, out of two things, one will happen. I won't allow it. Esther, for what? You have finished your time. You should go and rest. It's as simple as you should go and rest. You can't control me. Over what? You can't control me. Out of two things, one must happen for us to settle this matter. Do you know that now Wike want to now establish his position that he must be the one to choose who will be governor, who will be state assembly member, who will be national assembly member? That is what this man wants to do in Rivers State. And the people of Rivers State are watching him. Do you think he will stop with Fubara? Esther, have you seen how Rivers people are deliberately creating a monster that may consume all of them? He will not want to stop with Fubara. He wants to continue after Fubara. Choose who will be the next governor. Can you imagine? So that is the democracy for you. Whenever I hear anybody talking of peace with Wike, I ask myself, is that insanity or what? I raised alarm here when this man was coming all the way from Rivers State to come and learn lessons in Lagos State. When he was using PDP money to come and do Father Christmas in Lagos State here, and he was learning lessons. That is what people, when you hear people say, evil communication corrupt good manner, this is a very good example. You can see what we can have come to learn in Lagos State. You can see it now. You can see, and people are deliberately supporting it. We are suffering one here. We can want to add to it. Before you know it, it will become a norm in all the states. When you are living, make sure you control your structure. Don't allow the governor to be his own man.
All right, so let's take a listen to this, please.
Thank you, as Abians, for what you are doing in our state. I want to thank you, as Abians, for what you are doing in our state through our governor and what you are doing around the southeast. But I must say, it's about time, Mr. President, that we have another port in the southeast. Southeast are traders. We need a port so that our trading will be enhanced. Mr. President, I also want to say that the destruction, demolition of the houses, of the offices of our brothers in Lagos makes our heart bleed. Mr. President, for some of them who has not gotten the right document, my plea to you is to appeal to the governor of Lagos State to keep accommodating our brothers and please allow them to rectify their document instead of destruction.
Barrister, Benjamin Kalu has received a lot of backlash for this. They say that was not the right place to make that call. Others also believe that what happened at the trade fair was not just only a certain section of Nigerians that were affected, the other sections of the country or regions as well, were affected. They also talked about the fact that if they're talking about seaport, rather than asking for a new seaport, what about the seaport at Port Harcourt and all those? They should be given more uplifting, more concentration like they do with that in the southwest here before building new seaports. And that asking the president to please tell the governor to accommodate their brothers, like maybe they're not really Nigerians who can stay where they're supposed to stay. They're being at the benevolence of the leadership of the state, wherever it is they say. Others also applaud him for brazenly saying that in front of the president, something that a couple of people have not been able to do. So what's your reaction to this?
The man is playing to the gallery.
You don't think he's being sincere?
He's campaigning for whatever political office is. This is the same man who said the next dispensation, APC will take over Abia. Is that not true? So he's trying to tell the president that he's in charge. That is the only one who can speak to the president and all that. But the only time I will take him serious if all his requests are granted.
Okay.
Yes. And he knows it will not be granted. He knows. He knows it will never be granted.
So you're saying that he just said it? Let's say
yes, I said he playing to the gallery. Yes, he want to say that he spoke. And, some psychopaths like him will say, yes, you spoke. Action speaks louder than words. If they want to do it, you won't even talk. They will do it, knowing that it is necessary. But as far as these people are concerned, they will never do it. And they know it will never happen. So what are you talking about? You don't want to blow hot air. The things you're supposed to ask him that is very immediate is Nnamdi Kanu, which I know, with a pressure and a good conscience, it can be done. But
right.
Telling him you want a port to where? Where is the port coming from? Is there any river, big river in Abia State or in Imo? Where is the port coming from? He was not even specific, saying they want a port.
A seaport.
See, where is, before you must be specific. Where is that sea around the southeast? That you will now say, look, I'll start dredging and all that. The one they gave your brother, Hope Uzodinma, to dredge in Calabar, $12 million. They did not pocket the money. And when EFCC was after him, they used the governorship to drive away the EFCC. And up to today, nobody talks. In fact, immediately he became the governor, he wrote to EFCC that, look, I am under a minute now. I don't want you to talk about that money again. That was what he did. Your own brother, the same Hope Uzodinma. And so instead of you to do the needful within, you are making noise, shouting, so that the president will see you as an activist. So I don't understand.
Controversial Nigerian politician and former aviation minister Femi Fani-Kayode has made explosive allegations suggesting that external forces are deliberately stoking religious tensions in the country with the aim of triggering civil conflict. The former minister's statement represents a conspiracy theory that has gained traction among some Nigerian political commentators who view the country's ongoing security challenges through the lens of foreign interference. Fani-Kayode's assertion specifically implicates the United States and unnamed allied nations, along with what he describes as local collaborators. So that Nigeria is Africa's most populous nation, and it's roughly divided between a predominantly Muslim north and a largely Christian south, with significant religious minorities in both regions, and that the country has experienced periodic religious tensions, though most analysts attribute current security challenges to factors including poverty, unemployment, weak governance, and the activities of terrorist groups and criminal gangs. The Chief of Defense Staff recently disclosed to some community members, or to Nigerians actually, at a gathering, that the only way to stop this insecurity is through family, that the family should learn to discipline their children and love their children. That what drives these children to go into this is sometimes if there is a disruption in the family, it could create this kind of momentum where they easily listen to these radicals. That it is poverty as well, unemployment, and family distortion that leads people into extremism and radicalization. That's what he's also saying. He's also complaining about pressure from the Sahel, and that's why we're experiencing an escalating situation of insecurity. Barrister Darlington, 4 or 5 days ago, Senator Ted Cruz in Texas told us, wrote a petition or a bill in the Senate in the United States of America to actually describe Nigeria as a country of particular concern, and that there should be a sanction on political individuals from Nigeria that they are aiding and abetting an Islamist jihadist driven agenda. Now the question is, insecurity is bedeviling every part of the country, regardless of your tribe or your religion. But according to some influencers, they believe that this is a conspiracy theory, that like what they did to Nepal, to Libya, to Afghanistan, they want to stoke a civil war in the country with our religion, and considering how religion is a very sensitive subject in this part of the world. But the thing is, Barrister Darlington, ever since the story came out, all the spokespersons of this administration became active in denouncing and debunking the claim that there is no religious war in Nigeria. If you recall, in March, one of the bishops in Benue went to the UK and disclosed to the parliamentarians of the jihadist killings going on in Benue State, and the fact that the situation is so bad, gave a detailed record of all the killings that had taken place, the homes and churches that were burnt and destroyed by these individuals, and how Benue State is actually going through an existential crisis. In the same vein, in the same March, the president met with the Archbishop of Nigeria, most of them, including Bishop Matthew Kuka. Obviously, he gave him an appointment there, but the idea at the time was to debunk this claim that this US was placing that Nigeria is not at a religious war, or they're not having any religious crisis. But the thing is, the situation of insecurity has escalated to a point whereby they don't speak about it when these reports come out, but they are speaking about the reaction from the United States. So how do you think this posits itself?
Look, the federal government of Nigeria should be blamed. In fact, they should be ashamed of blaming outsiders for what is going on here. Esther, was it not these same outsiders that gave them a list of the people causing this problem here? Good. Up to today, what have they done? They covered it. They covered it, Esther. Was it not some time ago that even the people within Aerofy told us how he went outside here to go and pay people from killing Nigerians? These people he went to pay, are they Christians? Which religion did they profess? Were you not here in 2018 or so when there was mass massacre of Benue people? And Buhari went there. What did he say? He said they should accommodate their brothers. Were you not here when a cleric came out and said that Tinubu's wife should be killed because she's an infidel? That God told him that they should kill her. Esther, have anybody said the same thing to any Muslim lady who is the wife of a president of this country? We are giving you facts, so those who want to deny. Why would such a religious sentiment be attached if there is no agenda? The people that are dying in the north, go and check their record, go and check their name, go and check the religion and the tribe they come from. You will now get it. These people that they have concentrated in massacring in Benue and Plateau, which religion do they profess? That state is majorly a Christian state. You and I know that. So, who is attacking them? Is it the fellow Christians or Muslim terrorists? These are facts that is on ground. Why are you denying it? If you go to Benue villages today, the governor has cried that about half of the state have been taken over.
Paris, the state right now that is being focused on is Kwara and Kogi.
That's
the brazenness of the activity.
So, hold on. Is it Christians that are doing all these things in the major part of northern state? Is it Christians? We are talking of facts here. Don't deny it. You are making it worse. Is it Christian militia that are doing all these things? Or you think Christians don't have bad boys they can mobilize? You that your religion is involved, what are you doing instead of denying? Face facts. Face facts, face reality. We have been complaining of Fulani herdsmen here. Nobody has bothered to rein them in and call them. Why do you need the whole country to graze your distance? We have called you to come and take land if that is what you want. But you say no, you accept to take the whole Nigeria. Is that not provocation? Imagine somebody traveling all the way from Sahel to the southeast, Enugu, where Buhari said that we are a dot in a circle. Where is the land for all these things they are talking about in the southeast? Where did they have large acres of land that you can graze and graze and graze? Meanwhile, in Kano, in Niger State, in Kogi, where you have acres and acres of land, thousands, they have invited them, come and take for your grazing. They refuse. Esther, they refuse. Mention any Christian businessman that have gone to the north and dominate the place, kill all the people there and say, yes, I want to do my business here. Don't show me one. But these people will brazenly come here, take our land, kill people at will. Which religion do they profess? Which religion? So the federal government should look inward. You cannot deceive the world. They know what is going on here. All this denial, you are just making it worse. Nobody have a hand in what is going on in Nigeria. The Nigerian problem was created by Nigerians. Let Bayo Nonoga and Fanika, I don't know that. The Nigerian problem was created by Nigerians for selfish reasons. We saw it happen. We saw when it was done. We know those who did it. There is no external factor here. No external factor. What are you telling me? All the people that came out and narrated how they brought terrorists into Nigeria, you did not challenge them, you did not talk about them. It is somebody from outside who is telling you to stop killing Christians that you now want to attack. Does it make sense? You can't deceive the world now. They know what is going on here. They only saying it in case this is a blow over. In case it boomerang, so that you don't come and say, the world know now who is the aggressor in this country today. They know. They know who is the aggressor. And the leadership of this religion, they have just looked the other side, pretending as if they don't see what is going on. Somebody will mention Quran or Muhammad, you slaughter her. Did you not see what happened the other day? Esther, did you not see it? How many times have a Christian killed any Muslim for mentioning Jesus Christ in the wrong way? Or for talking down on our religion? Did we bother? Where is Leah Sharibu today? A young girl that was forced into the terrorist den because she refused to let the Muslim cleric come and deny all these things that I'm saying here. Also, you think the whole world is not taking record of all these things, Abi? You think they don't know? In case, let me advise them, look, 1967 can no longer be 2025. Oh. The world has moved on. They now know exactly what Ojukwu was saying that time. They have realized the mistake they made when they gang up against Biafra. They now know better. This is exactly what caused the problem that time, but people do not see it that way. Look at it now. Look at it. A group of people will never want peace in Nigeria. Every time they are talking of domination. As if when they dominate Nigeria, they will make progress. Look at a space that is so vast, so wide, that everybody can live peacefully. No. They want to take their own land and take my own again and add to their own. Kogi and Kwara were never part of the north. They stole it from the southwest. They stole it. You know they can steal a land. They stole it. Kwara State and Kogi. Go and look at the map. The old Oye Empire. These were part of them. They took it by force. Alimi and his fellow jihadists. And now they still want to encroach more and more.